So we would like to say hello and to welcome you to October's Healing Intention, which is forgiveness, mercy, and collective transcendence. We are exceptionally happy to be here and to be bringing this through for us. What we're focusing on is forgiveness for self, for others, for the world, and the disappointments that perhaps we may have experienced through our life, and asking also that those who seek forgiveness really feel that light of forgiveness in their lives.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Joe, and that was Julia. And we're so happy that you guys are going to be joining us for this, our mission, as I like to call it, for October. I'd like to introduce the light beings that are going to be working with us. First, we have Yeshua, also known as Jesus, um, Mother Mary, mother of Yeshua. And do you want to go ahead, Julia, and
Yeah, we also have Kuan Yin and Buddha and Lady Nada.
Saint Germain, White Tara, Elmora?
And then from the Galactics, we have the Palladians and the Andromedans coming in this month to support us in grounding that healing intention into Gaia and into the crystalline earth grids.
So, some of the crystals that we are going to be working with this month, let me pull that up. Okay, here we go. Um, we were looking at for stones of forgiveness, and we came up, I think, with six different stones, and rhodonite is one of them, and it's known as the stone of forgiveness. And Julia was very kind and has uploaded everything about this, about these stones for forgiveness. But it does, I kind of want to shine light on some of them that you may not really know about. So the rhodonite is known for the stone of forgiveness, and it helps release the pain of past relationships, and it helps balance emotions and gives you a calm reset. And then rose quartz, and a lot of you already know what the rose quartz is. It really promotes self-healing, emotional healing, self-love. And for me, I think of rose quartz as connected to Mother Mary. And then we have amazite, and it is, many say that it's connected to the heart chakra and it facilitates emotional healing. Um, And then Julia's going to talk about the grid in the moment, but Liparite. And what that does is it aids you in resolving problems and letting go of past mistakes and reducing your guilt and negative. Obsidian. And that's a really good stone for its truth seeking. It kind of helps individuals overcome and release repressed emotions, and it helps to overcome past traumas and helps you gain self-clarity. Amethyst, and it's a link to forgiveness. And I'm not going to go through all of that one because most of you already know what amethyst is, and it is going to be posted up in the group. But one of the new ones is aquamarine, and it helps to release past emotional traumas, heal old wounds, fostering emotional stability and balance, and it promotes empathy and helps one to be more understanding and tolerant of both themselves and the others. And the last one is pearl. And so a lot of people may not have pearls, but if you have a pearl in a bracelet, you can, or a necklace, you can certainly add, that to the grid that Julia's going to talk about. But it's associated with emotional balance and inner peace, promotes self-love and personal growth through wisdom, gained through experience.
Thank you. And the grid layout that is being suggested this month is actually a clockwise spiral. And the reason that the spiral is being suggested is because it symbolizes the emotional release, soul evolution, and the expansion of consciousness, and is just the perfect layout for invoking collective healing and the multidimensional support that we want to bring into this intention. And as Lisa Joe has already shared about the stones, I'm not going to go into any detail on those other than to say that rhodonite, the anchor of forgiveness, is recommended as the center stone, and then building the spiral flow around the rhodonite, finishing with a layer of pearl on the outside to just seal the grid with divine grace. As Lisa Jo has already mentioned, we have uploaded a file about this in the files section of the group. And for those of you who want to work with a grid, I know some people are and some people aren't, and both are okay. But take what you want to from this. You don't need to do it in exactly this way. Work with your intuition also. And if you would like to work with flowers or nature items or statues that you might have and so forth instead, and use them in a grid, if you don't have many crystals, that's fine. And actually, one of the suggestions with this grid was using flower petals or sacred herbs, rose, lavender, and white sage. So if you would like to add those into your grid, do feel very free to do that also.
Okay, that's really good information, and just make it your own. Like Julia said, you don't necessarily have to go by everything that we say, but to go from your heart. So if something speaks to you differently, whether you're using pictures or flower petals, even jewelry, sometimes people have different jewelry and these different stones, and that's perfectly fine to use that. So it's just encouraged for you to do the grid from your heart, and we're just suggesting some other things that you could use. I'm going to start with the meditation first tonight, and it's on forgiveness, mercy, and collective transcendence. I will be calling in Yeshua or Jesus and Mother Mary tonight as they hold through, they're going to hold us through this whole meditation. So they're already here, they're telling me. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare us for them. So as long as you can hear me, you can either have your eyes open or your eyes closed. It doesn't matter. You just need to get in a comfortable position where you can hear my voice. If outside distractions kind of come through, whether it's on our end or it's something around you, come back to the sound of my voice or Julia's voice, and that will kind of carry you through it. And of course, we will be posting this up in the group this evening, as well as Julia and my YouTube channel. So there's multiple different ways of listening to this when you have the quiet time, or you've blocked off that time where you're not going to be disturbed. So hopefully by now you've already found your comfortable position. And I would like you to begin by taking a deep, slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you take your deep breaths in and you slowly release your breath, allow yourself to settle into this sacred moment, free of all distractions. So continue and take some more breathing in and exhaling when you're ready. So remember, this time is for you, your heart, your spirit, and your healing. So with your next breath in, imagine light entering through the crown of your head. This light is golden. It's very bright and luminous. Exhale and let your body soften, releasing any weight you've been carrying. Breathe in and release. Feel the earth beneath you, steady and supportive, holding you with love. I'm now calling in Yeshua, also known as Jesus, to come and join us. I'm asking him to step forward. So you may feel or even sense him come near you. Sometimes it's just a shift in the atmosphere. Sometimes you can feel it within your body. But he is here with me as he is with each one of you, whether you're watching right now or you're watching in the near future. It will all be encoded within this session and within this recording. His energy is engulfing you with unconditional love. By now, you may start feeling his energies around you. You may feel it swirling around you. You may feel it deep in your heart, or just his presence. He asks you to bring to mind the word forgiveness. Allow it to rest gently in your heart, not as something forced, but as a seed to grow within you. I may get a little emotional here because he always seems to make me tear up with his unconditional love. But he does state that you're not required to excuse what has hurt you in the past, but you are free to release the burden of carrying it. Such a gift to allow us to be forgiven and to also forgive others. He is stating that it is very well received. The intention behind this meditation and the work, not only from Julia and I, but from the collective of the group, as our energies will also mingle with others who have the same path, that has the same ideas of helping the collective on Mother Earth. He would like you to repeat these words and say it within yourself. I choose to unbind my spirit from the weight of the past. And I'm going to repeat that one more time. I choose to unbind my spirit from the weight of the past. Now, thank you. Allow that to reside within your heart for a moment. Okay, so he's telling me that he's actually touching everybody on their shoulders. I felt him touch mine, and I'm this far from crying with his unconditional love. At times, I feel like he really likes us to know how appreciated they are, the light beings and the masters of what we do here on earth. And sometimes we don't give ourselves enough unconditional love. So he wants you to feel what it is and what it feels like to receive unconditional love. And I say thank you. So he's going to step back for a moment, but he will still be here throughout this whole meditation and this whole recording that we're doing today, as well as the other ones that will be working with us through the month. So I'm going to call in Mother Mary of Yeshua. I ask her to join us right now, each and every one of you. You may feel, or you may even sense her coming near you. And her energy is a lot more softer. It's definitely different from Yeshua. It still comes from a place of love. She would like to talk to us about mercy. She asks you to place one or both of your hands upon your heart. She brings unconditional mercy for all to hold within their heart. It's such a beautiful gift to give us. Mercy may not be a word that really comes to mind. It's not really as popular as the word forgiveness, but is equally important. And I'm going to speak the words of her. So keep your awareness within your heart as she speaks of mercy. Mercy is the softest of the heart when judgment could harden it. Mercy is grace extended inward and outward. Feel this mercy as a warm stream of light flowing into your chest and into your heart. This stream of light that is flowing into your heart, it is similar to a river, and it just flows through, and you can either swim against the tide or you can flow with the river. This is a time to allow yourself to flow like the river. It soothes, it washes, it reminds you you are more than your wounds. She asks that you seek comfort within peace and compassion. Her message about what we are doing this month and regarding the other months that we have done this. She often is here with us, although there's times when she is quiet. She encourages us to stay focused and be gentle with ourselves and with others. She states that there are many of us that are on completely opposite paths, some with not a lot of conflicts, but with that path brings healing and brings the desire for you to learn, or maybe be there for someone else to learn. This is something that has been decided before you came here to live your life. The ones who have a smooth path are also here to teach other people lessons as well as themselves. But she is equally proud of each and every deed that we do, every mistake that we make, because it shows that we're human. We are not perfect. We are not imperfect bodies. If we were, we probably wouldn't be here. There would be no need to be here if we already were perfect. The strive is not to be perfect, but to be the best person that you can by having forgiveness, by having mercy, compassion, and love. So these are Mother Mary's words, and she would like you to repeat after me. May mercy always guide my steps within and without. And I'm going to repeat that one more time. May mercy always guide my steps within and without. It's so beautiful and so simple. So we're going to move further into the rest of this meditation, the collective transcendence. Now expand your vision outward and see yourself as a shining point of light, one among many across the earth. Each light joins, weaving a great luminous tapestry. Forgiveness and mercy ripple outward, touching hearts beyond your knowing. Together with these ripples, it becomes a wave of collective transcendence, rising above division, pain, and fear. Feel yourself lifted in this current of light, part of something greater, whole, and eternal. And repeat after me and say softly to yourself this affirmation. I welcome in wholeness, compassion, and eternal love to radiate within me now. I'm going to repeat that another time. I welcome in wholeness, compassion, and eternal love to radiate within me now. So I would like you to take a breath in deeply. And as you release, let gratitude rise in your heart. Gratitude for your courage, for mercy, for releasing. Know that in every moment you choose forgiveness and mercy, you strengthen the collective light of transcendence. That's really beautiful. We are now anchoring this healing and awareness within all of you. And you can rest here for a few more breaths. And when you are ready, you can gently return to your space, carrying peace with you. And in a moment, Julia is going to share her information with you.
First, I want to thank you, Lisa Jo, for that deeply beautiful and activating meditation. I love what both Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary, Mother Mary, have shared. Yeshua talking about how when we bring in forgiveness, we can also let go of the weight. And that was very revealing because I feel like I've done a lot of deep personal work on forgiveness and have activated a lot of forgiveness in my field. So I'm not carrying the weight of resentment or bitterness, but I realized I was still like carrying a weight of like the harshness of events, perhaps. So it was very beautiful to hear Yeshua's words on that. And then when Mother Mary was talking about mercy as being grace, it's a way that we can be a portal for more divine grace to be shared in the world as we open our hearts to mercy for self and others. So thank you. And the Stones and Crystals have come in and said that they would like to share their activations also with us today. So if you have opened your eyes, I'm going to invite you just to close them again and come back into that space of connection within. Just returning the focus to your breath. And just letting yourself feel lifted by those waves of forgiveness and mercy that Lisa Jo has already activated for us. And first, combined beings, they're saying, of the beings of absolute light that I channel, they are coming in and just bringing through clearing, helping to release some of those more sticky, more stubborn wounds or past hurts or regrets or bitter resentments, where we feel guilt or shamed. So that we can come into first more complete forgiveness for ourselves. And as those activations start to come to a close, they invite us to take 3 light-filled breaths into our heart space, breathing in light and breathing out light. Breathing in light, breathing out light. Breathing in light, and breathing out light. And as we do this, they say they are activating this greater capacity for compassion and mercy and self-forgiveness and self-love and forgiveness for others and greater appreciation of who others are in their light, and then that awakening a greater sense of love, acceptance that then blossoms into love for others. They are just allowing this to ripple out into the collective as we amplify this energy with them. Now also grounding it into the Earth's crystalline grids on our behalf. And as Lisa Jo was saying too, once this energy is activated with more of us, then we are also consciously infusing Gaia and Gaia's crystalline grids with this energy, then it becomes more activated with a more easily available for the collective of humanity to access also. So what we are doing is powerful and transformative, not only for ourselves, but also for the entirety of Gaia and her children at this time. And now the energy of rose quartz is placing our rose quartz sphere within each of our heart chakras. And the energy, the rose pink energy of unconditional love is radiating out from this sphere into our heart chakra, beyond into our physical vessel, the cells, into our aura. Just inviting in for us, each now in our own way, our own time, whatever is right for you. And there is no way to get this wrong. For some incidences in your life, it will be a more immediate feeling of forgiveness, and others will perhaps take more time. There's more layers to peel back. But this energy of rose quartz is supporting us in bringing in first more complete forgiveness and complete love for self. more forgiveness and love for those in our life who have been a counterpoint for us and have stood in some kind of role that now requires our human to feel that we need to be in the expression of forgiveness towards them. And also starting to just open our hearts to the awareness that on the soul level, these people have agreed to come in and to play that role, that counterpoint role, so that we can come back to more of the truth of unconditional love and compassion that we are in our essence. And then inviting us to be in a greater state of forgiveness in reference to the world. Again, whatever that means to you, whether you feel like the world has personally disappointed you or let you down, or if it's more a disappointment in terms of the way things are playing out externally. Just bringing the light of our forgiveness to that which allows these things to be released from our field. So that we can believe in the hope and the possibility of a better, a brighter future grounded in the roots of New Earth, building upon the foundation of the forgiveness, the mercy, and the compassion that allow us to collectively transcend what has been experienced in the Gaia realms before, so that we can walk forward as new humans, new beings, more open to these qualities of the heart that are gifted to us from the beings and from the divine. Let's return to, as Lisa Jo shared at the end of her meditation, seeing just pinpricks of light all around the planet of people who are like us, choosing consciously to embody, not necessarily perfectly all the time, that doesn't matter, but choosing these energies of love, of compassion, of forgiveness. Choosing to release the past and walk into those new earth realities together. And seeing that light start to expand and grow and suffuse the whole surface of the planet. Then taking however much longer you need or want just to be in this energy. In your own time, we do invite you to come back to the room that you're in. And we will be going into this month's prayer after this. So, as you do, also, if you haven't done so already, take a moment to get a candle.
I do want to say that was beautiful. I kept yawning a lot. And for those of you who don't know about a lot of meditations, whenever you are either getting healing or in a meditation or somebody says something, whether they're sending you healing or some other kind of form of encouragement, you may clear your throat, you may tear up, you may yawn a lot, you may even start coughing. There's a lot of different things. So for me, during Julia's meditation, which was a beautiful execution of elegant words. She has the gift of putting words together that I know she's saying no, but yes, to me, she's just a beautiful person who has a way of combining different words that just are just so perfect. But through her meditation and with the other beings and stuff, I just kept yawning and then I just kept shedding tears. It's so profound what we are doing here, and I feel so grateful that we came together from different parts of the world, and we were able to have a collective idea and move upon it. So I know both of us feel really honored to be here and sometimes feeling a little unworthy ourselves about are we doing a good job or are we doing things right? Because that's something that, we don't want to offend anybody. And we just kind of want to put that love and compassion and this month, mercy and forgiveness through human and worldwide transition that we're going through or transcending is what we're going through. Um, so we do have a prayer, and Julia, all of a sudden my brain just became like putty. Do we we light our candle after the prayer? Is that correct? Or before?
We can do either way. I think we have been doing before. I can also share the prayer on the screen just to make
Okay,
that easier for people.
that would be great. Thank you.
But actually, maybe I need permission to share. I'm just
Okay, let me see how I can do that here. Okay, so hopefully you are able to now.
Yes, that's perfect.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so this prayer is the prayer of forgiveness, mercy, and collective transcendence, and that is our October prayer. Beloved source of all that is, we gather in sacred remembrance of our divine essence, calling forth the light of forgiveness to flow through our hearts, our histories, our relationships, our world.
We forgive ourselves for the choices made in fear, for the moments we forgot our worth, for the times we withheld love from our own being or from others.
We forgive the past for its pain and its teachings, for the mistakes we made, for the paths not taken, the dreams deferred, the times we abandoned self, and for the ways our wounded self interacted with the world around us.
We forgive others for acting from their wounds, and the hurtful words, behaviors, and actions directed towards us as a result. We honor them for the mirrors they held up to us, for the contracts fulfilled, and the life lessons learned.
We forgive the world for its inequality, chaos, and imperfections, for the suffering inherited in existence. We ask that all hearts that seek to find forgiveness may be granted forgiveness and compassion, to be uplifted for all to see the new way of possible existence.
We no longer hold fate or the divine accountable for the unanswered prayers, the unexpected turns our life path has taken. We honor the sacred design that unfolds beyond our knowing.
In our forgiveness, we activate a wave of healing that ripples through the human collective, calling upon the following beings of light to guide and amplify this activation. Yeshua, bearer of unconditional love and radical forgiveness, may your heart-centered wisdom awaken radical acceptance for our being.
Mary, Mother of Yeshua, embodiment of divine grace and nurturing presence, may you heal our wounds and the fragmented inner child.
Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, may your gentle compassion dissolve resentment within us and restore peace.
Buddha, Lord of inner peace and stillness, may you help us release suffering and embrace equanimity.
Lady Nada, healer of the inner child and upholder of innocence, may you guide us in forgiving the parts of ourselves we've not wanted to see.
Saint Germain, keeper of the violet flame, may your alchemy transmute pain into forgiveness and wisdom and liberate us from karmic cycles.
White Tara, goddess of compassion and healing, may you infuse us with healing light and the strength to forgive.
El Moya, guardian of divine will, may you activate our hearts and give us the strength and resilience to generate the new earth rooted in love and forgiveness and in adherence with divine will.
The Pleiadians, galactic emissaries of light, may you assist in recalibrating our collective frequency towards unity and remembrance.
The Andromedans, cosmic architects of peace, may you anchor higher dimensional templates of forgiveness and liberation within our cells and DNA.
May this prayer be anchored in the crystalline grids of the new earth and in the hearts of all humanity. So it is, and so it shall be. And you can light your candle if you have one.
And let's just see the energy of this prayer radiating out into the collective as we hold this sacred intention and consecrate it with our lit candles and our heart's intentions.
I'm actually being guided to, what I'm hearing is make a wish for the earth. And so it is. Thank you.
And so we invite you to keep working with this healing intention throughout the month, whether you use the full prayer or you use the meditation, you're always welcome to listen to that again, or whether you use words of your own or just spend time in quiet and silence each time that you come before your candle on your altar. And together, let's uplift humanity into more forgiveness and mercy and compassion for self and others.
Yes, yes, yes. It was a very good session that we had today. And I would like to give thanks to everyone from the divine as well as the masters and the light beings that have come forward to help us during this month. So if you want to take a moment and thank everyone who has come collectively to be here with us now and within the month. And I would like to also mention that there will be affirmations, not daily, but every other day or every couple of days. It's a lot of them are already posted up, so I look forward to hearing what your reactions are going to be, or how does this affirmation affect you personally, or do you view it within your field? And it helps us make things a little better. You know, we always try to learn from the past month to build on to make things even better on the next month mission. So I want to thank you, and we're going to go ahead and say goodbye. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. We are holding this intention through October 21st, I believe, just to clarify that. I don't think we said that on this call, though I know it is there in the group. And we look forward to seeing you in the group, those of you who are present there. And those of you who listen just on YouTube or the replay, we look forward to being with you again next month.
Thank you.